Good morning. I'm Mayor Paul Vangianos, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all here to Ridgewood, New Jersey, where we have with us Chief Forrest Lyons, Sheriff Anthony Curtin, and my very good friend, Congressman Josh Gottheimer, who is here to talk to us about new legislation that would make stealing packages from your porches a federal offense, the same as it is for the U.S. mail. The world is changing. When I was growing up, there was no such thing as porch pirates, but we have them today. And I'm so proud and honored to introduce everyone here today so that we can begin this journey, so that we can make this a federal crime, especially now when we are approaching the Christmas season and our packages mean that our holiday will be good. So thank you all so much.
Want me to send the pledge?
Yep.
Do the pledge?
To the Pledge of Allegiance.
There's a flag right there.
Yep. Everyone ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. My pleasure. And so now, we're going to bring in, you coming in?
No, I think next is your chief.
Oh, there you go. Chief, come on in. Chief Forrest Lyons.
Hey, Chief.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I'll just be very brief here. This is the time of year, obviously, where we get a lot more packages. Between packages from overseas and just local shops, everything gets delivered now, and we see a large uptick in things being stolen. So this legislation will actually help provide some relief for those people when these get stolen. There'll be more harsh penalties for the people who are doing these wrongdoings. And what makes it good is hopefully this will start eliminating some of the issues that we see going on throughout not just Ridgewood, but all the towns throughout New Jersey. This is something that I think is long overdue, and I'm glad that someone has stepped up and really took the initiative to provide this much needed legislation. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Chief.
Of course.
Thank you. Really appreciate you.
Staring at the sun.
No, it's tough to stay on the sun. I want to call up a great leader for our community, someone who is protecting us across the county, good friend, Anthony Curtin, Sheriff Anthony Curtin. Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? This is a great moment to come together and talk about this legislation. Of course, Bergen County, one of the premier counties in our nation and the 9th safest in our nation, we want to make sure that we continue to address all these issues that may affect our community. Porch pirating is something that we don't want to really have to deal with, especially in the holiday season, but more so year-round. Right now, statistically, I think they say in Jersey every 3 months about 190,000 cases of porch pirating. 190,000 too much. So we have to, again, stand behind the Congressman with this legislation and find ways of, one, reducing it, but also amongst ourselves addressing this matter. There are very other opportunities, such as using the various facilities like Amazon to pick up your packages during the holiday season. So, as well as the basic one, make your neighbor know about what's going on if you're expecting any type of deliveries in your residence. So we can do this all together, but again, the federal legislation makes it easier for law enforcement so we can tackle these challenges and, again, live in a safe environment.
Thank you so much, Sheriff. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sheriff. Thanks, everyone. Thank you again, Mayor, for having us. Always great to be in the village of Ridgewood. This great street. I encourage everyone to come here and do some shopping. There are a lot of wonderful small businesses here in Ridgewood and a really great community. Chief, thank you for your leadership, your service. And of course, Anthony, thank you again, Sheriff, for all you do. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Plenty of turkey. Don't worry, the holiday season is just officially beginning now. There's still plenty of family time ahead and the age-old tradition of shopping over the holidays. It looks like there'll be record numbers this year, beginning with a record-setting Black Friday with $11.8 billion in online spending, nearly 10% higher than last year. So people are still spending and buying each other gifts. And today, of course, is Cyber Monday. I'm sure you read about it. I'm sure you've gotten emails and seen it on social media. Online sales, believe it or not, are projected today to hit $14.2 billion in online sales as part of Cyber Monday. But whether you buy gifts at a store here or buy gifts online and have them shipped to you, or purchase things in stores and have them shipped to loved ones around the country. For some feckless thugs, this is the season of giving, and it's also for them the season of taking. And trust me, these people will end up on Santa's naughty list. Today on Cyber Monday, just like every day, people order gifts online and send packages to loved ones. They also, of course, order items for themselves, including essential goods like critical life-saving medications. We have seen a rash of criminals, our so-called porch pirates, taking advantage and stealing these packages from the houses of hard-working families. Yes, there's a literal Grinch that tears through neighborhoods like these in Ridgewood, stealing away Christmas presents and essentials from grandparents and children alike, right off their own front porch when a package arrives. Hence the term Porch Pirates. Every day, and I hear from folks in Jersey all the time about this, there are an estimated 250,000 cases of stolen packages by these Porch Pirates. So far this year, a total of 104 million packages have been stolen, with 46%, nearly half of all Americans, having been victims of Porch Pirates. Think about that. Nearly half of all Americans have been ripped off by Porch Pirates. How many Amazon, UPS, FedEx packages you get every year, and then consider why Porch Pirates see these packages as a huge target for their theft. This is especially a problem in Jersey. In just a 3-month period last year, a report found that more than 190,000 people in our great state had a package stolen from them. Nearly 200,000 people. That's in just, by the way, 90 days when this study was done. That was in 3 months. 190,000 packages here in Jersey. You can see why, according to one survey, more than a fifth of Jersey residents are concerned about having a package stolen from them off their porch this holiday season. This is now an issue that people worry about, and an issue, of course, that law enforcement, like the chief and his team, and the sheriff and his team, are thinking about. There are seniors who put their hard-earned savings aside to get their grandchildren the laptop they need, or even the latest toy or sweater, which, as you know these days, is not cheap with all those tariffs and all these costs. Parents put aside what they can, which isn't easy, with the cost of everything going up. From electric bills to health care prices, child care prices, people are having a harder time putting those dollars together, and then to have somebody come along and steal their gift is an extra kick to the gut. All they want to do is put a smile on their kids' faces, and then imagine going after ordering something today or on Black Friday and then finding out that the package was stolen. Their Christmas gift, their Hanukkah gift. Now imagine how heartless you have to be to run along to someone's front steps and literally take the package off of their porch. This doesn't just crush the holiday spirit, it crushes pocketbooks. Last year, shoppers lost nearly $16 billion in stolen goods they paid for. And here's an extra problem. An estimated 1/4 of all Porch Pirate victims, that's 1 in 4, don't get a refund. Yup, they try, they have a hard time, and they don't get their money back. So after the theft happens, you spend hours on the phone or emailing or texting the business you bought things from, and have to play phone tag between them and the delivery provider to track down what happened to the package, and in the end, for too many people, it gets denied. In fact, I'm dealing with this right now. Someone sent me a gift card that somehow disappeared. I was texting with the businesses for hours this weekend. By the way, still no resolution. I feel like you're getting nowhere. And the cost of the average package stolen in New Jersey is up to 87% higher than other states. So because it's Jersey, we're facing packages, our package costs are 87% higher than other states in terms of the loss. So when it comes to theft, we can't just have families paying the price. Again, they're already struggling with higher prices. Porch theft hurts families, and it also hurts our local small businesses. We just celebrated Small Business Saturday this weekend, and our small businesses are the backbone of our economy. But when all these packages disappear, they end up often paying the price out of their businesses. Nearly 1/3 of all small businesses reported losing at least one package of theft in the last year. Again, a huge out-of-pocket expense, but it's not just on them. They have to pass it along to you. You end up paying more when, of course, these small businesses get ripped off. That's just what happens. In total, Porch Pirates have cost retailers an additional $22 billion in replacement, refund, customer service, and shipping costs in the last year. This has a massive impact on our families and the small businesses. So what do we do about this threat? How do we help Jersey families and businesses, especially during the holidays? The United States Postal Service has put out recommendations for families to better protect themselves. That's one way. This includes signing up for tracking alerts to receive updates in real time on where your packages are, avoiding having packages left outside for too long if you're going to be away, having a neighbor hold on to your package, as the sheriff said, if you can't get them right away, and saving and sharing any recordings you have of potential theft for law enforcement on like a Ring camera or something like that. While these steps can help prevent another theft, I just think that's just the beginning. That's why today I'm announcing new bipartisan federal action to combat the Porch Pirates and protect our families and small businesses ahead of the holidays. First, right now only the U.S. mail handled by the United States Postal Service, is federally protected. So stealing a USPS package has particularly harsh penalties. Penalties that packages delivered by UPS or Amazon, FedEx, or DHL don't have. So, of course, those packages are ripe for Porch Pirates. That's why I'm introducing the bipartisan Porch Pirates Act to expand and strengthen consumer protections on all packages, regardless of who they are shipped by. This bipartisan bill will help protect families from theft of all their packages under the same laws we already have for those delivered by the United States Postal Service. Why should just the Postal Service packages be protected? I believe all packages should be protected. And we will streamline the definition of porch piracy so there are no uncertainties delaying help. Stealing any package will carry the same federal punishments across the board, including fines up to $250,000 and imprisonment of up to 10 years. It shouldn't matter who delivers your package. If you pay for it, you should receive it and get help when it doesn't arrive and because someone has stolen it. Third, the bipartisan Porch Pirates Act will also give the FBI, the Department of Justice, and other federal task forces the authority they need to fully investigate porch theft and work closely with local law enforcement and county law enforcement. So this will allow our federal agencies to go after criminals of porch theft instead of only be able to investigate Postal Service theft. We can't fight against these crimes with one hand tied behind our back. We need all cops on the beat to protect families from the porch pirates. It's time for them to get a lump of coal in their stockings, and this legislation today will help do that. Fourth, this bill will also increase interstate protections on packages to include their final delivery stop, all the way to the porch, not just cover the package when it's in transit between states. With this common sense bipartisan legislation, we're taking action to combat theft that's literally happening at our doorsteps, and we're ensuring that we all work together to stop these pirates. And finally, I'm bringing the whole team together on both the federal, state, and local levels to tackle this issue head on and look out for Jersey families. I'm writing to the Package Shippers Association, the Postal Inspection Service, and the leading National Retailers Association, and calling on them to work together and coordinate ways to stop porch pirating. By bringing everyone together across these agencies, we can help stop the theft before it comes to our front doors. I'm also asking retailers to figure out why 25% of families aren't getting refunds for their stolen packages and take steps to fix that. You should not have to deal with fighting to get a refund when someone rips you off and steals your package. That should not be your problem. It should be easy to be dealt with. We can't throw our hands in the air and say to our children, sorry, you just aren't getting presents for Christmas this year because we failed to act when something could have been done. That should not happen, and this bipartisan legislation will ensure that something gets done. So today, especially on Cyber Monday, let's not let the holidays get snatched away from us in broad daylight. Let's make sure that all of our kids and family members and loved ones are happy this year with their gifts and they actually get them. I know that people work very hard to provide those gifts, and people should be able to celebrate with faith, love, and family together in this holiday season. That's what Jersey values are about. That's why we come together. And there is nothing partisan about stopping porch pirates. This is one of those things that I think Democrats, Republicans, and everybody can agree about. This is a problem we can solve by working together here in the greatest country in the world. I know if we do that, protect our families, our best days will always be ahead of us. Thanks so much, and God bless.